My name is Neeb, welcome to AROMATIX, and today we're going to be talking about my collaborative fragrance with the brand SPHINX. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about the first fragrance I've had my hand in, and this is a collaborative fragrance that I've had the honor and pleasure of working on with the brand SPHINX, and this is called Coconut Daiquiri. If you guys don't already know about this fragrance, then listen up. This is a coconut heaven. This is coconut, lime, sugar, rum, tropical vibes. Just absolutely beautiful stuff. And yes, I think that this is the best coconut fragrance, of course. Disclaimer, guys, this is not really going to be served as a review, but rather as a description. So whether or not you're gonna think it's the best coconut fragrance, I think you're just gonna have to go ahead and sample it. But we've made it even easier for you to be able to sample it because you can get 15% off using my code AROMATIX on either this fragrance here or even a 10 ml travel size. The 10 ml travel size looks a little bit something like this. Very nice, sleek design. You twist it up and there you go. There's the atomizer. Inside you have a full vial of coconut daiquiri. And what we're gonna be doing this video is giving away. We're gonna give away 3 of these, 3 10 ml travel size coconut daiquiri, brand new from the brand SPHINX. If you haven't heard about SPHINX fragrances, I highly suggest you guys check them out. They're a niche fragrance brand, basically just meaning they specialize in fragrances, and they've got some heavy hitting fragrances, you guys. In my opinion, they have one of the sexiest women's fragrances. Damascena is #1 in my opinion for a sexy woman's fragrance. You should definitely check that one out. Black Anubis is also a phenomenal, fantastic saffron leather date night type of fragrance as well, which really can be rocked every single day. SPHINX Elixir is this nice, super dry and woody, gorgeous fragrance. But ultimately, my absolute favorite tropical fragrance release of the year has to be Coconut Daiquiri. It's designed to be something that's fun, something uplifting, something tropical, something that reminds you of the summertime. Summer, spring, in a freaking bottle. The colors were actually picked tactically because of the color of the coconut, and also gold is definitely one of my favorite colors. So coconut and dollar bills, that's exactly what this is. And that's exactly what it smells like. So in the opening with this fragrance, you're gonna be quite surprised that you're not gonna get as much coconut as you would have thought. You're gonna get a lot of this lemon lime type of vibe. It's nice, it's sweet, and a lot of sugar. You're gonna get some mandarin qualities as well, which does contribute this honeyed feel to the fragrance, and you get a backdrop of coconut. The coconut in this fragrance is a little bit creamy, but it isn't really suntan lotion vibes whatsoever. A lot of coconut fragrances does this lotion vibe, whereas this one really doesn't. So I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with the opening for this fragrance. There's a lot of lemon, lime, and a little bit of orange undertones. It's not too honeyed of an orange. It's beautiful. It's citric. It's very bright and uplifting in the opening. A lot of people really weren't expecting that opening, and that's exactly why we went with that. I wanted something happy, something uplifting, something that really gets you in the mood to have just a nice summer, fun day. And that's exactly what we captured with this opening. And then shortly after, you're going to start detecting like a creamy nuance of coconut. This coconut fragrance is definitely not like the others. There are a lot of fragrances where they use coconut in the way that it makes it extremely creamy to the point where it starts smelling a bit like lotion. This is far from that. There is a creamy coconut here, but it's a lighter type of coconut. Think of something like coconut water. So you get this lemon lime opening. It has this nice sugariness that starts to intensify. In the backdrop of this fragrance, you get the coconut the entire time, but it's nothing really overwhelming or overpowering. You're going to get all of the facets and the accords of this fragrance, and there definitely are some beautiful transitions to this fragrance. As you start getting into the heart of the fragrance, you're going to notice that it is getting a bit sweeter. This does get a bit sweeter. It gets a bit warmer, and the rum really does take this into a more boozy, warm type of fragrance. The sugar in here maintains the sweetness throughout the entirety of the fragrance, and the coconut just kind of gets warmer, creamier, and it definitely becomes more evident. The musk does a nice job at kind of just fuzzing everything up, blending everything, and just making this nice and smooth and balanced throughout the entirety of the fragrance. We did use a couple of notes that can be on its own abrasive, like the lemon, lime, and orange, but we used the musk in a way that it would really soften this whole thing out and put this nicely blended blanket over the entirety of the fragrance. So the coconut, the lemon, the lime, the sugar and rum, it's all in this perfect synchrony. It's perfectly balanced, and you do get like this gauge that slowly starts to increase as it starts to dry down. The gauge of these citruses definitely starts to tone down down as the rum and sugar starts to increase. As you get into the mid of this fragrance, you're going to get a little bit more fruits, something especially of apple. And the reason we use this apple is to kind of add a little bit of a crisp facet to it, because I didn't want this to go too musky, too creamy, or anything like that. So it's not something that's excessively musky, but it is definitely there. And the apple does a great job at just slightly cutting through that musk and providing just a nice bit of crisp. The hibiscus does add a green facet to this fragrance, kind of deterring it from going a little bit one-dimensional or too flat. So hibiscus does add a nice quality to it, really just drawing the hairs of the coconut itself. And then as it starts to get into the deeper dry down, it just definitely starts to resonate some of those ambers, the sugar and the musk and coconut. And then it turns into just basically this realistic coconut that's sliced open, filled with coconut water, sugar, and rum. That's essentially what this fragrance is. This was exactly what I wanted it to be. I'm extremely happy about the way that Coconut Daiquiri turned out, and I couldn't have asked for a better company to do it with. SPHINX really did finesse it with this bottle. I couldn't have asked for a better collaboration, and guys, I highly suggest you check this out. This is perfectly unisex. Ladies and gentlemen can absolutely rock this one, and I think this is so appropriate for summer, spring, and believe it or not, even fall time. Performance on this, you guys can check out some of the reviews. I honestly think that this is 10 plus hours easily. Projection on this, it's no chump either. The scent trail on this is going to be everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're going to be leaving a scent trail of 3 to 4 feet. And the projection, I would say about 3 feet at the most. This isn't something that's really loud and going to slap people, but you're going to be projecting for sure and leaving scent trails everywhere. Coconut Daiquiri for me is a 12 out of 10. And that's just the way it is. This was not a review. This was a description. All right, guys, details for this giveaway. You're going to have to like the video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow SPHINX Fragrances on Instagram, and leave in the comments hashtag AROMATIX, no spaces. The winners will be announced in 3 days from posting this video, so stay tuned. I'm going to be posting the winners in the community tab. And if you are a winner, reach back out to me in a DM on Instagram. Also, I'd like to address that I never, ever ask for any personal information before announcing the winners. I do not have a Telegram account. Please be careful. There is a lot of scams out there. If I reach out to you from any other account other than mine, don't even respond. It's not me. So you've been warned. Please be safe out there, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this fragrance as much as I enjoyed making it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, do me a solid, scroll down, hit that subscribe button. And until the next one, peace.